The Structures and Materials Evaluation Group at the University of Dayton Research Institute has expertise in evaluating current and emerging materials and structures under a variety of conditions. In addition to performing standardized tests, they are often required to develop unique test protocols and fabricate specialized test fixtures and systems in order to properly evaluate the performance of structures and components under real-world environments or situations. As an example of meeting customer-specific needs, the University of Dayton Research Institute is the only organization in the world that can certify sulkies for US Trotting Association racing. In harness racing, the jockey rides on a lightweight cart called a sulky. Any new sulky design that will be used in a harness race sanctioned by the United States Trotting Association must first be tested and certified by the University of Dayton Research Institute.
Each bike must be submitted to the USTA for measurement, and in turn, once it passes those measurements, it is brought to the University of Dayton for dynamic testing. Make sure that it's strong enough to support, withstand rigors of racing. And I do believe now that they are much safer than they were years ago.
Before a sulky can be certified, researchers in UDRI's Structures and Materials Evaluation Group put the cart through a series of rigorous tests developed by UDRI researchers that simulate the same type of loads the sulky will experience on the track during multiple races.
As they come to the end of the race, down the front stretch, the jockey is encouraging the horse quite a bit and jumping up and down. So we simulate those G-loading conditions here with this test rig.
The sulky is attached to a fully adjustable custom test system, and load is applied at the point of the driver's center of gravity. The sulky is put through an initial static load to a level of 3 Gs. The sulky is then put through a series of loads to replicate the forces that the sulky sees during a race. The series is repeated 10,000 times. The load is released and the sulky is inspected to make sure no cracks have developed. The last check is a final load of 5 Gs. Any sulky which exhibits a structural failure during this test, which would render the vehicle unsafe for the driver or others on the track, is considered to have failed the certification test. If the sulky passes the test, the particular sulky model can now be manufactured and raced in a US Trotting Association sanctioned event.